Get started. Thanks everybody for coming. Tonight, I just want to go through, I sent you guys an email this morning with the student teaching documents that are going to be required prior to beginning your student teaching semester. So I just want to kind of go through those, answer any questions about them, talk about like loading those, uploading those into TaskStream. And then again, just going over those important dates at the end of the document that I've sent, and then just answering any questions that you guys have at the end. I'll also note I just sent about literally 5 minutes ago. Any of you all that have requested Madison County or Fayette County as your first choice, I sent an email to because they do have their own steps on certain things that they need and want or how they want them. So again, if you requested Fayette County or Madison County for your first choice, you should have an email from me that I sent literally like 5 minutes ago. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we will begin just by looking at that fall student teaching document that I sent you this morning. Okay, so you'll notice that all of the documents have a due date of March 15th. So for 1 through 8. All of these, with the exception of the very first one, which is your general medical and TB risk assessment, that is the only one that you will not upload that form to TaskStream. Everything else will be uploaded to TaskStream. Let me go ahead and show you what this form looks like. I also attached that to the email that you got that you received this morning. But also, all of these are hyperlinks, so you should be able to go directly to them from this form as well. So this is what your medical form looks like. And you can go to either health services, student health services on campus, or if you want to go to your own provider and get this filled out, but you will get this filled out by your provider. And then you will email this, if you note at the bottom, you will email this form to EKU student teaching at eku.edu by March 15th. Please note, and I stated this on the email that I sent you this morning, this is the only form you need. You do not need an actual TB test done unless unless the doctor or the nurse practitioner, whoever you go see, if they mark you positive as a risk for TB, then you would need to have a TB test done and attach those results as well. But if they say that you are negative for the risk for TB, you only need to complete this medical form and send this to EKU student teaching at eku.edu. Now, there is still something you will do in TaskStream. You will still go into TaskStream and mark yes under this section that you have submitted the form. So I want to go ahead and show you guys what TaskStream is going to look like for those of you that haven't logged in yet. Just a second. It's going to look a little different on my end than it will be yours, but you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So if you have not logged in to this program on TaskStream yet, you would go down and say, don't see your program and enter the code. And if you go back to that form I sent you, or actually, sorry, the email that I sent you. Make sure I'm telling you correctly. The Teach capital S 24, that is what you would enter to be able to enroll into the program that you'll need to upload your documents in the tax stream. So again, it's an item number 2 on that email that I sent. So again, it's gonna look a little bit different for you all, but these are these across the top are the 7 different sections that you're going to upload items into. So again, that first section, it will not be an actual document because you're sending it to EKU Student Teaching at eku.edu, but you will go in and you will mark yes that you have emailed that form. The next is your Identigo service summary, which is your background check. When you initiate to sign up for your background check and you pay for it, the service summary is basically like the receipt that they give you that you have signed up. So you guys need to sign up for your background check and pay for it prior to March 15th. And then you will take that service summary form that they send you, and that is what you upload. Your central registry check is also known as your CAN check. You guys have had to do those a couple different times throughout your program. So you will complete another one of the CAN checks, and I will need the entire report, not just the little section with your result. I want the entire 3-page report uploaded here. Next is your proof of liability insurance. Let me go back to the other form. As you can see, KEA and CAPE offer liability insurance for free to students. So if you're a student member, so if you're not already a student member, just sign up for that, and then you just upload your proof of membership under that liability insurance section on tax stream. The next is the KET Promoting Positive Behavior Certificate. Basically, it's the PowerPoint that you work your way through, and at the end today, certificate pops up and it emails to you that you completed that training, and that certificate is what you will upload to the tax stream in that section. The next section is payback. I want you just to log into your account on EPSB, your tax, where you upload your hours, and I just want to screenshot that's uploaded in the tax stream that showed me that prior to this semester, this 450 semester that you're currently in, that you had 120 hours. Because the requirement for this term is 80 hours, and that gets you to your 200 required hours for student teaching. So I just want to see that you already have at minimum the 120 hours prior to this term. And then lastly, the very last section that you'll upload to task stream is you are required to sign up and take your practice exams prior to student teaching. You only have to sign up for them by March 15th, but you do have to take them prior to student teaching. So basically prior to January, or I'm sorry, not for you guys, sorry, prior to August, 15th or something, whatever the summer, that's generally what the time school starts back. So prior to mid-August, you guys will have needed to take the practice exams. So since you do need to sign up by March 15th, I just want you to upload your just screenshots of your receipts where you have signed up for those exams. Now, there is a little difference this year, and this only applies to those that are elementary education. There is a new exam that for those of you that are elementary education that you are required to take. It's the teaching reading elementary exam, and that's in addition to your PLT and your content exam. Do not sign up for this yet. Dr. Godfrey is going to work with you guys at some point toward the end of the term on prepping for this exam, and then we will have you guys take this exam during your student teaching semester. But again, this is only for elementary education members. Everyone else, you just make sure that you have signed up for, and including the elementary education majors, by March 15th. Just make sure that you signed up for your content and your PLTs. and upload the receipts or the proof that you signed up for those. And then lastly, I do on Microsoft Teams, I have a team set up for districts to come in and post any job openings that they have. And this is something that you can stay a part of even after you graduate. So I will send you a link to sign up for Teams. So that's nothing that you have to do until I'll send something to you. So again, all of this is due by March 15th. And I do not, even if I receive your placements prior to March 15th from the district, I won't release them to you unless all of these items have been uploaded to attachment. I also want to always say for you guys to always keep a copy of any of these records for yourself, because FERPA does not allow us to re-release third-party documents. And they may very well be that the district that ends up hiring you will take a copy of these documents rather than you having to pay to redo them. So just always make sure that you keep a copy for yourself. I'm going to go back to, so again, you know, this is all the sections for Taskroom, and this is where you upload each of these. So let me know if you have any questions getting, you know, once you get going, getting logged in, uploading, just let me know. And then I also want to now direct your attention just to the, you know, make sure you go ahead and mark your calendars. These are required meetings that are coming up for you all. Obviously, the first one you're in right now, so you're good there. Thursday, August 8th is our day one seminar. It will be from 9 to 4:30 here on campus in the Perkins building, which is on the other side of campus. So we will be there all day, and that particular day one, we cover required training, confidentiality, school safety, ethics. So it's just things that are required prior to you guys entering the classroom. Then you guys will go into student teaching, and at the midway point, you will come back on campus for day 2 seminar from 8 to 4, and that is also in the Perkins building on Friday, October 4th. And that one is a little bit different. You'll learn more about it later on, but we do like a conference style where you guys get to kind of, I'll send out like a survey. You guys get to pick or rank your choices on sessions that you would like to attend. And then we do mock interviewing. Everyone is required to do a session of mock interviewing. And then in the middle of the day, we have districts from around the state that come and do a recruitment fair, and you can go ahead and start talking with them about potential job opportunities. And then lastly, the final time, so you only come to campus 3 times. You come back on December 5th, Thursday, December 5th from 8:30 in the morning to 11, and that's our exit seminar. That's really more of like a celebration of you guys. And we do breakfast, and then, you know, there is like an advice video that we have, just our new teachers that are out right now that have only been out for a year or 2 in the field. They do an advice video for you guys, and you know, and then I get some information from you all for advice for future freshmen and coming into the program. So it's more of just like celebration. And then to break out, and then typically either Friday or Saturday will be graduation. Don't know yet. We never know until usually the beginning of the semester. So that is all I have in terms of what I wanted to go over with people. What questions do you have for me? I will say, actually, let me say one more thing. If you all, so your first choice of districts, that is the district you're going to get. So you can go ahead and just work on your background checks and your can checks for that particular district. It should not be an issue at all getting your first district choice because you guys are a much smaller group. So again, go ahead and proceed with the fact that you're gonna be placed in your first district choice. And now, go ahead, if anybody's got questions.
So I just had a question about so I had applied to get my trying to think of the words, to get the Praxis covered, the scholarship or whatever for it. And I don't want to go ahead and schedule my test until I hear back for that. So I didn't know when we would hear back to be able to see if we got the money to be able to pay for those or not.
Ginger, she's one of the AAs in TLEL. She's the one that oversees that. So let me reach out to her and find out when we anticipate finding out about that. So don't worry about signing up for anything right now. Let me find out and I'll send you an email about it.
Okay.
I have a few questions, sorry.
That's what we're here for.
Okay, so on the can check for the employer, we just put the county, like,
So what I would do is, what district are you wanting to go to?
Clark. Mhm.
Actually, if it were me, I would reach out to Clark County Board of Education and ask them if there is, because they want an email. CAN does now, so ask them what email they would like the results sent to.
Okay, and then for the hire date on that, what do we put?
The day you're doing it, it's fine. That really doesn't matter.
Okay. My last one was, I can't remember. Oh, is the, when we schedule for the fingerprints, is that also the background check?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is your background check.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
So I signed up for the KEA liability insurance, but they said it only goes 6 months at a time. So like the paper they sent me says this coverage is in effect until August 31st, 2024. Did I sign up for the wrong thing?
I said that's unusual because they must have changed something because it had been good for a year previously. So what you can do is go ahead and submit the one you have currently, and then just make sure that you update that when it gets time in August, so that you'll be covered for the remainder of that semester.
For the tests that we will be taking for elementary majors, so are we just going to get it like someday during like school we're going to come and take it, and like we don't have to sign up and pay for it, or are we still gonna have to pay for it?
You'll still have to pay for it. But I don't want you guys to sign up for that last one that's elementary specific. I don't want you to sign up for it right now because Dr. Godfrey's gonna just prep you guys, and I think you're gonna be looking kind of during one of your methods days, you're gonna work on that. So you'll still be responsible for the payment for the exam, but I don't want you to sign up for it until after she's prepped you guys on that, and I'm not sure exactly when that date's gonna be. I know it's gonna be right toward the end of the semester. But everything else, you can go ahead and sign up for. And
Okay, because like when I looked today, it also like wasn't on there at all.
might not have it, honestly, because it's brand new, and so it might not be even updated yet on ETS. Because this is actually, unfortunately for you guys, this is a brand new exam that's required as of the fall student teachers going forward.
Okay, I actually have a few questions. Sorry. So my first one is, if you've had a background check within like the last year, do you need to get another one? It was in Madison County.
Yeah, so the background checks are only good for a year, so unless you would have had it completed basically mid-December or sooner. If because it has to be good all the way through the end of the fall semester, and where it's only good for a year, you would have had to have had had that, if you had the check, like maybe say mid-December of 23 or sometime in January, February, that'd be fine. But if you had it prior to that, you would have to have it.
Okay. My next question was also about the CAN report. What would, if we were in Madison County, what email would we put?
I sent you guys an email, the ones from Madison County, I sent you guys an email this morning, about 5 minutes before this, Zoom, with the email for who you sent it to in Madison County, because I do have that. So just check your email.
Okay, and I haven't gotten that email, so that's why that was another question I was gonna ask about.
I'll go ahead and resend it. I'll send it once we're finished with the meeting. I will say, guys, if anybody, actually, there is a caveat to what I just said. If any of you guys are currently subs for any district that you're gonna be student teaching in, that district might be okay because you're technically already an employee. They may be okay with you not getting a new background check or CAN check, so talk to them first. And if they're okay with that, then I just need them to send me an email that says that you do not need to have a new background check or a new CAN check completed. And I will take that as your proof.
Okay. And my last question was, if you like already got your TB skin test, does it matter if it's a different form? Because it still says like negative on it.
Because the other form has other additional information that's required, we still have.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
And Tatiana, I just forwarded you that again, so let me know if you don't receive it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I know why you didn't receive it, but you still have to do it, but you still need to do the one from Madison County. I have you with, I'm gonna have you placed at model. But what you'll do is you'll still go ahead and have your background check and your CAN check, you'll still go ahead and have that completed with Madison County. And you'll get copies of that from them, so you can provide that to them.
Okay, thank you.
When will we find out what school we're at?
So I will start reaching out this week to the, because I had to, I don't want to reach out to districts until application period's over with. So now that that's over with, I'll start reaching out this week to all the districts on requesting placements for you guys. So if I have your placements, once you have your documents submitted, I'll go ahead and send you an email with your placement. But otherwise, I will say that typically it can be like April before, I get them back sometimes. Just depends, honestly, it just depends on the district. But it is quicker for you all just because there's fewer of you for fall than there is for spring. But I immediately, but so long as you have your documents in on task string, as soon as I receive your placement, I can literally send it out to you that day or for the next day. Just so you know as soon as possible. And I don't think there are any music people in this group. I think the music ones will probably be coming to tomorrow's meeting. But just to be on the safe side, just in case there is somebody in here, you music folks, do not do your background checks or your CAN checks yet, because you guys typically will, a lot of times you wind up going to 2 different districts, just the way the placements fall with music. And I want to talk to Dr. Wiggins first about your placements and figuring out which district to get your background checks complete and your CAN checks completed in, so that we can share those with the other district, so that you are not required to have to pay twice. So again, any music people, hold off, but everybody else can proceed. But again, just like, those dates, please, guys, please put those in your calendars. I will go ahead and try to send out, calendar invites for those 3 dates. For fall, just so that you can get them on your calendars, but also, you know, if there's whatever calendar system you use, please go ahead and put those on there because those are required, mandatory attendance too. Any other questions? If anything comes up, like once you're starting this process, and it will, because I mean, it's confusing, it's new. Just email me, my phone number. I think I've put everything at the bottom of that form, but it's also at the bottom of my email. Just email me, you can call me. We can set up a Zoom if we need to. I'm in Cove, Sports 23. You can drop by and see me. And we'll get whatever you need figured out. So unless there's any other questions, you guys are together for the evening. Thank you.
Hi, I have one more thing. Sorry. I've logged into TaskStream and when I hit that, which one okay, actually there's 4 options. So which one would it be for the student teaching?
So did you enroll into, like when you logged in, did you go to, don't see your program and then enroll in and enter the code?
No, as soon as I logged in, it just kind of took me to it says work on program and then it gave me the 4.
Scroll down to the very bottom.
Oh, okay, enter code. I see it now.
That's where you'll, that's capital S 20.
Okay, perfect. I see it now. Thank you.
Okay, so I want to start the background check.